You are now welcome to an LG C1 review. Take a dive into OLED. What is good, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and I will get straight to it. If you're wondering if this TV is worth the purchase, the answer is yes. I mean, my goodness, look at the TV right there on the screen. Look at those colors. They're vivid, they're popping. The blacks are deep. The resolution and clarity is very sharp on this. This TV is absolutely beautiful. On the back of the TV, I did not get footage of it, but on the back there are 4 HDMI ports, all 2.1, all capable of 120 hertz, 4K, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos output for all your consoles and everything that you need. They got you covered. Now in a moment, I will demonstrate and show you compared to a standard 4K TV with Dolby Vision compared to this LG C1 OLED. So you can see the differences between the blacks, the backlit on the LCD panel that you would typically get on a regular TV compared to the OLED, and all those different differences there with the black bars when you're watching your movies.
I understand.
So right here with Batman vs. Superman in the IMAX format, you can see it has the black bars on the side. The reason I chose this to show as a demonstration, the black bars on the side are very lit. In person, you can tell even more. It kind of takes you out of the film. It distracts you a lot. And with scenes like this, as Superman is using his heat vision and the lightning in the background is going crazy, it seems to light up the screen even more. The lighting up the backlight, washing out the picture just a little bit more, where it just takes you out of the film and you're not feeling the cinematic value that you should with these big budget movies at your home. But here we are on the LG C1 OLED. Black bars are now completely black, taking away the chance of losing any type of immersion. The shadows are dark and realistic. The color is now popping to another level beyond all imagination. The image itself has now become lifelike. You are now brought into the movie. You feel like you are now part of the cinematic experience, that you are back in the theater itself, enjoying the movie for the first time ever. Now here we have a very drastic example of when backlighting goes wrong. Here is the movie It. You can see the tunnel scene right here. The backlight is breaking through with a vengeance. It wants you to know it's there. On the regular budget, I will say, 4K TV, the standard ones. And dang, this just breaks all immersion when it comes to a horror movie. When you see scenes like that where you need the blacks to be deep and black for the eyes to be the only thing you see in the tunnel. But when you have a standard TV like this, it's just not going to happen and you lose all type of immersion. Look how washed out the scene is. Now here we are back on the LG OLED. Mind you, I'm recording on my phone, so my phone might pick up a little more light, but I will tell you right now, it is pitch black. In that tunnel, in the sewer, you see his eyes and the lighting that's on his mouth and chest right there. That is all you can see. You are immersed. You believe the world that you're inside of right now. You are terrified of the scene right now. It's moments like these with an OLED TV where horror movies go to the next level. Not only are the blacks dark as the night itself, but the colors are so vivid, the lighting is so realistic, the shadows, the cinematic experience has now arrived at your home. With LG's new processor, the A9 Gen 4 AI processor, I had to ask myself, is this a 4K version of the film I'm watching right now? I ended up playing The Dark Knight Rises in 1080p, no HDR, no 4K, but the upscaling and the processor went to work and it did its job. I can see the pores on their faces. I can see all the tiny details. And with the great processing on this new TV, I have seen no artifacting, no jitters, no stutters on the TV. It's been giving me the best performance possible. This TV is capable of pushing out Dolby Vision with Dolby Atmos, and I have a Dolby Atmos speaker surround system hooked up to the TV, So let me give you a little taste of what that sounds like now.
You're full of tricks, wizard.
Wow, what an amazing sound system that is. That's the Nakamichi, if you didn't know. My only con so far, besides potential burn-in, which this TV has amazing features to protect you from burn-in. If you want any information on that, more videos to come, just hit that like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know you want to know those things. But the home screen right here is just filled with clutter, advertisements, and for the purposes of the video, I didn't disable some of the advertisement stuff that they let you toggle off. But yeah, the home screen there is just filled with clutter. But I like the settings system they have here. There's a lot of good fun settings in here for you to play around with. If it's your first time, like it was for me, you get to be able to know your system pretty well. And then we have the magic wand. Some people hate it, some people love it. And if you're like me, you're in the middle. I like being able to use the magic wand to scroll around the TV and click buttons and all that, so I don't have to use the keypad. But besides that, it doesn't bring anything crazy to the table. It has a microphone. It has a lot of hotkeys on there for you to get to your favorite streaming services in one click. Now, one of my absolute favorite settings on this TV is the Filmmaker Mode when it comes to Dolby Vision and HDR, and I'll let some of the best directors in the game tell you what it's about.
Filmmaker Mode is a mode in which we can ensure that the original intent of the filmmaker, the technical aspects of the film, and the way in which we finished the film in the edit suite and the color timing room gets to the viewer the way that we intended.
Now, most people today are watching these classic films at home rather than in movie theaters. And the Filmmaker Mode is of particular importance when presenting these films, which have specifications unique to being shot on film on celluloid, including the size of the frame, their aspect ratios, their approach to light and shadow, to color or black and white, many different things. In each case, absolutely specific and unique to the given film. Filmmaker Mode is a long overdue and welcome innovation.
I care deeply about how cinema is experienced at home and in the ancillary markets because that's where it lives the longest. I think the viewer should care about Filmmaker Mode because it gives the viewer another choice. If they're consuming this piece of art, why not give them the choice of being able to say, okay, this is how the artists themselves wanted it to be seen. You know, this was the intention.
As filmmakers, we live, eat, and breathe our movies. We live and die for our movies. We put a lot of thought into them.
Hey, I'm J.J. Abrams.
Hi, I'm M. Night Shyamalan.
I'm Christopher Nolan.
I'm Ava DuVernay.
Hi, I'm Damien Chazelle.
I'm Ryan Coogler.
I'm Christopher McQuarrie.
I'm Ang Lee.
We're the Duffer Brothers.
I'm Ryan Johnson.
I'm Paul Thomas Anderson.
Hi, I'm Judd Apatow.
I'm Reed Morano.
I'm Martin Scorsese.
I know the world is crazy and there are bigger fish to fry than this, but I gotta say, if you want to see movies as they were intended to be seen,
how all of us intended,
the way it was intended to be seen,
the way it was intended,
and to see this movie the way it was intended to be shown,
in the way it was intended to be seen,
you should see them in the way that they were meant to be seen by the people who made the films, by the filmmaker.
Watching it in Filmmaker Mode is the best way to ensure it.
Please watch it in Filmmaker Mode.
In Filmmaker Mode.
Watch it in Filmmaker Mode.
You should watch it in Filmmaker Mode.
Filmmaker Mode.
In Filmmaker Mode.
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 You should use Filmmaker Mode. It's the only way to watch them.
Wow. Now, I could have told you all that myself, but my goodness, does that not hit differently when all those directors come together and they let you know how much work they put in to the color, the sound, the visuals, the shadows, the lighting, and all that good stuff. And they all come together to tell you how important it is that we get to see the films that they created and crafted with their teams the way they intended. If that's not a good selling point, if you're a cinephile, if you're a movie watcher like I am, and you watch movies a lot through the week, and you love just having that cinematic experience at your home, that is a high seller right there. And it's not only on the C1, it's on a couple of the TVs. More than one of these have the mode. But if you're watching this video and you're pondering the question, what if? You might be thinking it's time to upgrade. And I'm telling you, it's worth it. Right now it's Black Friday. There's a lot of good deals. Consider picking one up. Let me tell you one thing, and you've been warned. If you pick up an LG C1 OLED TV, or any OLED TV for that matter of fact, you will never want to go back to a standard screen ever again. It will be hard to watch standard TVs for the rest of your life. You will watch your OLED at your home. You will go to your friend's house, your family's house. You'll see what they got over there, and you will be like, dang, bro, let me show you this OLED life. Like you are about to look at TVs in a whole new light once it's in your house. You can go to Best Buy, see them on display. You see the price tag. You don't even care anymore after you see the price tag. It doesn't hit the same. But when that puppy's at your house and you're kicked back with your feet up with your favorite movie on, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a whole new world. And with that being said, this TV is amazing. If I was going to give this TV a score 1 out of 10, it's 100 all day. Go ahead and pick yourself one up. Hope you enjoyed this video. If there's any questions you guys have in the comments, any videos you want me to make on the TV to go into deep detail, this was more just my review and / my experience with this TV. And it's been a great one. I'm just a guy with a camera and a mic, and I'm out. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. Just a little subscribe. Subscribe is mighty I don't see nothing wrong. Go ahead and hit that like button. You know I like that. Now you better hit subscribe. Oh, bitch, you gonna die.